Student, welcome to the online classes of chemistry. So today we will discuss about the preparation of haloarenes. So here how the haloarenes are prepared. So number one, the haloarenes are prepared from hydrocarbons by electrophilic substitution reaction. So here the first method is when this toluene is treated with, look here, when this toluene is treated with halogens, toluene is treated with halogens. X2 means it may be chlorine, it may be bromine, or it may be iodine. So it is treated with halogen in presence of iron or in presence of FeCl3 catalyst. It is also called as Lewis acid. It is also called as a Lewis acid. Look here students, here I have taken two toluenes. So one ortho position, that is hydrogen atom, is replaced, and another one is from para position replaced, and then it forms ortho and para product. So CH3X plus CH3, it is X plus here 2HX. So here it is the ortho product and it is a para product. It is called as ortho halotoluene and is para halotoluene. So if we take an example for this, so when this toluene is treated with chlorine, toluene is treated with chlorine, it forms in presence of Fe or in presence of FeCl3, it is called as Lewis acid, and here it forms CH3Cl plus CH3Cl plus 2HCl. Look here students, orthochlorotoluene and parachlorotoluene, orthochlorotoluene and parachlorotoluene. So here it contains halogen, so it is the first method from hydrocarbons by electrophilic substitution reaction. So then after this there is another important method by using amines. It is called as Sand-Meyers reaction. So what is the Sand-Meyers reaction? So very important one, when primary aromatic amines are treated with nitrous acid at low temperature 273 to 278 Kelvin, at low temperature, so here it forms a diazonium salt, and when this diazonium salt is treated with cuprous bromide or cuprous chloride, so it forms a haloalkane. So haloarene, it forms a haloarene. So look here students, let us see the second one, Sand-Meyers reaction. Second important method, that is called as from amines by Sand-Meyers reaction. So it carries 3 marks. How haloarenes are prepared by Sand-Meyers reaction? Look here. So when primary aromatic amines are treated with nitrous acid HNO2, treated with nitrous acid HNO2. So nitrous acid HNO2. So student, it is obtained by treating NaNO2 sodium nitrite with HCl. So it is obtained by treating NaNO2 plus HCl. It gives NaCl. So NaCl plus HNO2. Look here students. So this nitrous acid is obtained by treating sodium nitrite with HCl. So here the primary aromatic amines are treated with nitrous acid at low temperature, 273 to 278 Kelvin, haloarenes are formed. So here you will get haloarenes. So that is first, otherwise you will write direct, that is another one step I will increase here. So NaCl, it forms at low temperature, it forms diazonium salt, which when treated with cuprous halide, haloarenes are formed. Look here students, it carries 3 marks. I will write here. First, primary aromatic amines, NH2. When this primary aromatic amine is treated with NaNO2 plus HCl at 273 to 278 Kelvin, at low temperature, it forms benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene, that is diazonium salt. So here I will write HX, and then here it forms diazonium salt. Here it forms diazonium salt. And when this diazonium salt, look here, when this diazonium salt N2X, it is treated with cuprous chloride or cuprous halide. So X2 is equal to Br2 or Cl2. It may be chlorine or it may be bromine. So cuprous halide, it forms look here students, haloarene is formed, or it is also called as aryl halide. Haloarene, or it is also called as aryl halide or haloarene. Haloarene is formed, or it is also called as aryl halide. This is the general reaction. You may also take an example for this. So I will write an example here. Primary aromatic amine, when treated with NaNO2 plus HCl, so it forms benzene diazonium chloride, N2Cl, benzene diazonium chloride. When benzene diazonium chloride is heated in presence of cuprous chloride, it forms chlorobenzene. Look here students, here it forms chlorobenzene and nitrogen gas is evolved. So here it is an example here. Benzene diazonium chloride, it is called as chlorobenzene. You may write general reaction or you may give an example. So statement you must write, when primary aromatic amines are treated with nitrous acid, which is obtained by treating NaNO2 and HCl, so then at low temperature it forms diazonium salt, which when treated with cuprous halide, haloarenes are formed or aryl halides are formed. So it is one of the most important reaction. And here you may also prepare iodobenzene, but it does not require cuprous halide. Only when this diazonium salt is shaken with potassium iodide, then only you will get iodobenzene. It is a very easy method. Look here. Look here students, here Iodobenzene can be prepared by shaking diazonium salt with potassium iodide. Diazonium salt with potassium iodide. So here I will write diazonium salt N2X diazonium salt. When it is shaken well with potassium iodide, then look here students, when this diazonium salt is shaken well, it gives iodobenzene plus that is Kx plus N2, Kx plus N2. So here it does not require cuprous halide. And another method is also there. In a few books, the Sandmeyer's reaction can also be written like this. Look here. Or another method, when primary aromatic amines NH2 is treated with nitrous acid. Look here students, HCl at 273 to 278 Kelvin. Here it is nitrous acid. So nitrous acid, I have written this nitrous acid like this, HNO2 is equal to O double bond N OH. Look here, nitrous acid, it is obtained by treating NaNO2 plus HCl, it gives HNO2 plus NaCl. HNO2 plus NaCl. So here it forms like this. Look here. And whatever remained you write here. N2Cl. Look here, N2Cl. And it is treated with cuprous chloride. Cu2, Cl2, you will get chlorobenzene plus nitrogen. Look here students, here this hydrogen and oxygen removed, and hydrogen and OH is removed, and then this N double bond N, this Cl, and then it is called as benzene diazonium chloride, and then when it is heated with cuprous halide, it forms chlorobenzene. So it is Sandmeyer's reaction, and this process is also called as diazotization. It is also called as diazotization because of the formation of this diazonium salt. This process is also called as diazotization. Diazo, two azo groups are formed, N2, and then process, it is called as diazotization. So it is about preparation of haloarenes. Only the two methods are there. That is, first one is that is from hydrocarbon by electrophilic substitution reaction, and second one is Sandmeyer's reaction, that is called as diazotization. Now let us see, that is, we know the physical property as already we discussed. So here this physical property, these are insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvents like benzene ether, and the boiling point goes on increases as the molecular mass increases. And here, as here, these are completely soluble in water, but slightly soluble, but not, that is, immiscible in water. So first, that is, let us see the chemical properties. So here in chemical properties, the first reaction is nucleophilic substitution reaction. Look here students, it is nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophilic substitution reaction. Chemical properties. So in chemical properties, we have to discuss the chemical properties, nucleophilic substitution reaction. So first one here, In nucleophilic substitution reaction, look at students, one question is compulsory in a nucleophilic substitution reaction. So that question is, aryl halides or haloarenes are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction as compared to that of haloalkanes. So it is the main question. So this question may be asked several times. So look here, the question is that aryl halides or haloarenes, aryl halides or haloarenes are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. I have written shortcut, nucleophilic substitution reaction, less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction as compared to haloalkanes or alkyl halides. So look here, aryl halides or haloarenes are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction as compared to haloalkanes. So there are actually 4 reasons, but out of 4 reasons, 2 reasons are very important one, and out of 2 reasons, so you may write any one, or sometimes they may ask both the reasons for 4 marks. So here, why these are aryl halides or haloarenes are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction? So I will give you the reason here. So towards nucleophilic substitution as compared to haloarenes, it is due to, I will write here, it is due to, so first one, due to the resonance effect. Number 1, due to the resonance effect. So what happens here? So in haloarenes, the electron pair present on the chlorine atom, is in conjugation with the pi electrons of the benzene ring and is resonance stabilized. And due to this reason or due to this resonance, it acquires a partial double bond character. So when it acquires a partial double bond character, the bond length decreases. It becomes near about 169 picometer. In haloarenes, it is 177 picometer. So therefore, so the halogen atom is acquires a partial double bond, and due to this reason, it is very difficult to cleavage the CX bond, or it is very difficult to remove the halogen atom from the benzene ring. And due to this reason, these are less reactive. Look here students, here I will write resonance structure. Look here, it is chlorobenzene, it has electron pairs, and these electron pairs are in conjugation with the electron pairs of halogen atom are in conjugation with pi electrons of the benzene ring, and it undergoes resonance. Look here. Look here. Here it undergoes resonance like this. It is the resonance structure. So due to this resonance, it acquires a partial double bond character, and due to this partial double bond character, so this halogen atom is tightly bonded to the benzene ring, and hence the CX cleavage or CCl cleavage is not easily possible, and hence these are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Look here it is I will write here. So here it comes and here it goes. It is like this. So this is the resonance structure. Then I will write here in haloarenes, the electron pairs on chlorine atom are in conjugation with the electron pair on chlorine atom are in conjugation with the pi electrons. These are it is pi electron. This double bond is pi electrons of the benzene ring. Look here students, pi electrons of the benzene ring is clear. So pi electrons of the benzene ring, and it is resonance stabilized. It is resonance stabilized. So here the CCl bond acquires a partial double bond character. Look here, it acquires a partial double bond character. Due to resonance. Hence, it is difficult to remove or to break or to cleavage CCl bond. Therefore, these are less reactive as compared to haloalkanes. This is the reason, students. In haloarenes, the electron pairs on chlorine atom are in conjugation with the pi electrons of the benzene ring, and it is resonance stabilized. The CCl bond acquires a partial double bond character, and due to resonance, hence it is difficult to cleavage CCl bond. Therefore, these are less reactive as compared to haloalkanes. So then, what is second reason? Look here. Look here. CCl bond in haloarene. So CCl bond length. Here it is 169 in haloarene, and in case of haloalkane, it is 177. Look here, 169 the bond length in haloarene and 177 in that is this haloalkane. So therefore it is very near to this benzene ring, and therefore due to the double bond character it is very difficult to remove. Then what is the second reason? The second reason is due to the differences in the hybridization of carbon atom in CX bond. Look here. second one, due to the difference in hybridization of carbon atom of CX bond. Look here students, the second reason, it is also very important. So what happens here? It is very simple. Here in haloarine, I will write here, in haloarine, here it is sp2 hybridized, and then in haloalkanes you may take that is methyl chloride, and here are ethyl chloride, here it is sp3 hybridized. sp2 hybridized, and here it is sp3 hybridized. You may take any example, or you may write generally RCS2Cl, then R is equal to CS3, C2H5, C3H7, etc. And here it is sp3 hybridized, here it is sp2 hybridized. Then, so what is the effect here? Look here students, here the first one, in haloalkanes, here it is haloalkane, it is haloarines. So here in haloalkane, the CCl bond is sp3 hybridized, and in haloarine, the CCl bond, here the CCl bond is sp2 hybridized, it is sp2 hybridized. And due to sp2 hybridization, the percentage of S character is 33.33%, and it is more electronegative as compared to this, and therefore the halogen atom is tightly bonded or strongly bonded to this benzene ring, carbon atom of the benzene ring, and therefore it is difficult to cleavage CCl bond. So these are less reactive as compared to those of haloalkanes. Is it clear? So look here, in haloalkane, you have to write the type of hybridization. In haloalkane, the carbon atom here, the carbon atom of CX bond, carbon atom of CX bond is sp3 hybridized, and while in case of haloarines, the carbon atom of CX bond or CCl, you may write CX bond or you may write Cl bond. So both, that is you may write any one, Cl bond, carbon atom of Cl bond is sp2 hybridized. It is sp2 hybridized in haloarines. So then the sp2 hybridized haloarines. So haloarines are more electronegative due to the percentage of S character. The sp2 hybridized haloarines have the percentage of S character 33.33% and is more electronegative. Negative. Hence, it is difficult difficult to cleavage CCl bond. Hence it is. So haloarenes are less reactive as compared to haloalkanes. Look here students, it is the reason here. In haloalkane, the carbon atom of CCl bond is sp3 hybridized, while in case of haloarenes, the carbon atom of CCl bond is sp2 hybridized. The sp2 hybridized haloarenes have the percentage of S character 33.33% and is more electronegative, hence it is difficult to cleavage CCl bond. So haloarenes are less reactive as compared to haloalkanes. So I think it is clear to you all. So here the third reason is that instability of phenyl cation. So the phenyl cation is not stable. So the fourth one, remember students, because of the repulsion which takes place here, the possible repulsion, because of the possible repulsion. So the first and two reasons are very important one. They may ask even often and often, that is the first two reasons, and here the third and fourth are not important. That is the instability of phenyl cation and because of the possible repulsion. So here it is the reason why haloarenes are less stable, are less, that is reactive as compared to the haloalkanes. So here students, I have given all the reasons here, and these two reasons are very important one, and they may ask for 4 marks these two reasons, and one reason carries 2 marks. So next let us see few reactions. Look here. The next one, replacement of, here the halogen is replaced by hydroxyl groups, replacement by hydroxyl group, OH group, replacement of halogen by hydroxyl group. So how this reaction takes place here? So look here students, when number one, when this chlorobenzene is, look here, how this halogen can be replaced? It is not easily replaced. Under drastic condition only it can be replaced, because the halogen atom is tightly bonded or strongly held to the carbon atom of the benzene ring. So therefore here when this chlorobenzene is, it is called as chlorobenzene. When this chlorobenzene is treated with aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide at 623 Kelvin and 300 atmospheric pressure. Look here students, 623 Kelvin and 300 atmospheric pressure. So then here the Cl can be replaced by this OH. Cl can be replaced by OH. It forms phenol. Actually this reaction takes place like this. So here actually that is when this chlorobenzene is treated with sodium hydroxide, it at 623 it forms ONA, and then on acidification it gives on acidification it gives OH. So here this NaCl is again removed, this OH transfers here, but you have to write direct. So here when chlorobenzene is treated with aqueous sodium hydroxide at 623 Kelvin and 300 atmospheric pressure, phenol is formed. Then students, if any electron withdrawing group is present in the benzene ring, then what happens to the reactivity of haloarenes or aryl halides? So look here, the presence of an electron withdrawing group increases. Any electron withdrawing group, maybe nitro group, or maybe that is any electron withdrawing group, so increases the reactivity of benzene ring. It increases the reactivity of haloarenes. So here I will write, look here, the presence of electron withdrawing group, the presence of electron withdrawing group, like that is NO2, you may write NO2, or that is phenolic group, any that is other group. So electron withdrawing group on benzene ring, or that is electron withdrawing group at ortho and para positions, increases the reactivity of haloarenes or aryl halides. Look here students, here the reactivity of haloarenes are increased. I will show an example here. So I will show an example here. Look here, when this chlorobenzene, it is chlorobenzene same, and here I will take NO2 group at para position. So you may write that is here this para position. It is a para product. So when this para product is treated with sodium hydroxide, NaOH, it is treated with sodium hydroxide, and here it requires a less temperature, that is near about 443 Kelvin. And then on acidification, H plus, here also the acidification takes place, and here also you may write that is second one, that is H plus. On acidification, so this halogen atom is replaced by OH and it forms NO2. It is called as para-nitrophenol. So it is para-nitrophenol. And here it is 1-chloro-4-nitrobenzene when treated with sodium hydroxide, and acidification gives para-nitrophenol. It is a para product, and temperature, look here, the temperature 443 and here the temperature is 623. So similarly, so B, look here, when here if this nitro group is on the ortho position, if the nitro group is on the ortho position, and I will take another group on the para position. So I have taken two electron withdrawing groups. When it is treated with NaOH, number 1, and on acidification, look here, the temperature again reduces, so here it becomes 368 Kelvin. Look here students, the temperature is reduced at about say 443 and 368 Kelvin, and then here it forms the product here, this OH, NO2 and then NO2. So it is called as 2,4-dinitrophenol. 2,4-dinitrophenol. So 2,4-dinitrophenol. And here, if the electron withdrawing groups, if 3 electron withdrawing groups are present, then what happens? If 3 electron withdrawing groups are present, then what happens? I will write here. C, look here, Cl, NO2, NO2, NO2. So 2, 4, 6. So trinitrochlorobenzene. So it is, when it is treated, just it is warmed with NaOH. Just it is warmed with NaOH. Just it is warmed with NaOH. Look here, 2, 4, that is here, you will write that is, I will write clearly here once again. Otherwise, two, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 when it is warmed with NaOH. So temperature does not require, only that is warming, and then here it forms it is called as 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. It is also called as picric acid. Picric acid, or it is called as 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Look here, students. It is also called as picric acid. So, as the electron withdrawing group, only one electron withdrawing group is there, 443 Kelvin, 2 electron withdrawing groups are there, 368 Kelvin, and 3 electron withdrawing groups are there, then it requires only that is just warmed. And here, so it is the difference, replacement of this replacement of a hydroxyl group in haloarenes. So it depends upon the electron withdrawing group. So here what happens are that is how the ortho and para positions takes place. Let us see the mechanism of ortho and para positions. I will give only one example, and both are, that is, other examples are similar to this. Look here. Mechanism here. So what is the mechanism takes place here? So here 3 mechanisms are there. I will show one mechanism, and the other mechanisms are similar to that. So I will write here. Look here. Number 1. Look here. I will write the first example. Look here. Para-nitrochlorobenzene. Para-nitrochlorobenzene. So here how the mechanism takes place. Look here, students, here OH group, here it attacks here. OH group attacks here. Then what happens here? When it attacks here, so here this bond shifts here. Look here, it is Cl, OH as it is, right as it is. Look here. Then this charge shifts here, and then here it shifts. Then it forms Cl, OH, and here it is look here. And again here this charge shifts here and it shifts here. Look here. Then what happens? The last step. So here in a last step, this halogen atom, it goes out there, and then here it shifts. So finally that is, it forms like this. Look here students, it is the mechanism. So in the similar way you may write another, that is I have written that is the metanitrochlorobenzene, you may write ortho, and also it is you may write ortho and para. So but here remember students, the meta position does not have any effect. Only you have that is ortho and para position. The meta position does not have any effect. So it is not reactive. So therefore the haloarenes always gives ortho and para product only. Ortho and para product only when the electrophilic substitution reaction occurs. Or when it undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction, it only gives ortho and para product, but it does not give meta product. Remember, the ortho and para positions are electron density, rich in electron density, and the meta position is not. So therefore it does not have any effect, and it gives only ortho and para derivative. It is a mechanism. Now let us see here how the electrophilic substitution reaction takes place. Electrophilic substitution reaction. Aryl chloride or chlorobenzene gives ortho and para products. It gives ortho and para products. So the first reaction is halogenation. Look here students, halogenation. What happens here? I will write here, when chlorobenzene is treated with chlorine, chlorobenzene is treated with chlorine in presence of anhydrous ferric chloride or any halogen carrier, it forms look here, 1,2-dichlorobenzene, 1,2-dichlorobenzene and 1,4-dichlorobenzene. So it forms ortho and para product. It forms ortho and para product. And here in all reaction, para product is the major product. Remember, so para product is the major product. It is the major product, 1,4-dichlorobenzene. And in the same way, the nitration takes place. In the same way, nitration takes place. So look here students, when chlorobenzene is heated with concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4. So the mixture of concentrated H2SO4 and HNO3 is called as a nitrating mixture. It is called as a nitrating mixture. And here it forms, I will take here plus 2 HONO2 in presence of H2SO4. HONO2 means HNO3. So here it breaks and here it forms ClNO2 plus ClNO2 plus here 2H2O. So what is the name here students? So what is the name here? So it is called as 1-chloro-2-nitrobenzene, and here it is 1-chloro-4-nitrobenzene. 1-chloro-4-nitrobenzene. It is 1-chloro-2-nitrobenzene. Then what happens? That is the sulfonation. You write simple statement, one line statement. When chlorobenzene is treated with concentrated nitric acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, 1-chloro-2-nitrobenzene is formed and 1-chloro-4-nitrobenzene is formed. It gives the ortho and para product. This much only, one line. And here also, when chlorobenzene is treated with chlorine in presence of halogen carrier, it forms ortho and para product. You may write this much also. Then sulfonation. So look here, when this chlorobenzene is treated with sulfuric acid, H2SO4, concentrated sulfuric acid. So it forms Cl, SO3H plus Cl, SO3H plus 2S2O. Look here students, what is the name of this reaction? So here it is sulfonic group is greater 1 and the number begins with that, and here it is called as, so 2-chloro-sulfonic acid, 2-chloro-benzene sulfonic acid. It is 2-chloro-benzene sulfonic acid, and it is 4-chloro-benzene sulfonic acid. Look here students, here this halogenation, nitration, and then this sulfonation, and here these three important reactions are there, and remaining reaction, Friedel-Crafts reaction is there, and Wurtz-Fittig reaction is there, and Fittig reaction is there. So tomorrow we will discuss the remaining part of the reaction. So thank you.